When it comes to managing your money in Dubai or anywhere in the UAE, you'd be shocked by how many people still believe that using a debit card is the safe option and that credit cards are just a scam waiting to trap you in debt. And honestly, that thinking is costing people money, rewards, protection, and even better financial opportunities down the road. So today I'm breaking down once and for all when you should be using a debit card, when you should be using a credit card, and why understanding the difference properly could save you thousands of dirhams in the long run. And if you care about building real financial stability in Dubai, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around because most people are getting this completely wrong and you don't want to be one of them. So let's get right into it. First, let's talk about why so many people fear credit cards here. When you mention credit card in the UAE, a lot of people immediately panic, thinking about sky-high interest rates, minimum payments piling up, and those horror stories of people getting trapped in debt and leaving the country, or even worse, landing up in prison. And to be fair, yes, credit card debt here is brutal. Where is it not? You miss a payment and interest rates in Dubai can easily hit 45% APR. You get sloppy with your repayments, good luck digging yourself out of this without serious financial damage. But here's the thing, and I want you to really hear this. Credit cards aren't the problem. The misuse of them is. When you understand how to use a credit card properly, it actually becomes one of the most powerful financial tools you can have. Now, I'm not a financial advisor here, but I've seen people use credit cards to their advantage and I've seen people get destroyed by credit cards. So I want you to take all this advice with a pinch of salt. Meanwhile, a debit card which feels safe because you're only spending your own money can quietly be costing you money, protection, and opportunities. So let me explain. When you use a debit card for everything, you're immediately exposing yourself to a few key problems. First, you have almost zero fraud protection compared to a credit card. If someone hacks your debit card or clones it somehow, that's your actual money they're draining from your bank account. You can technically file a fraud report. Yes, but getting your money back can take weeks if it happens at all. This has happened to me many times before. Meanwhile, with a credit card, you're spending the bank's money first. If there is a fraudulent transaction, you can dispute it easily and you're protected while they investigate. Your cash remains untouched. It's the bank's money, right? Second, you're missing out on free rewards. Debit cards in Dubai are slowly improving. Some now offer cashback and discounts, but the rewards are nowhere near what you can get with a good cashback or travel credit card. A credit card properly used, paid off in full every single month without fail, can easily rack up thousands of dirhams in cashback, free flights, hotel stays, lounge access, and more, without you paying a single dirham in interest. Third, and maybe most importantly, you're not building your credit profile. In Dubai and the UAE, your credit score matters more than people realize. It determines whether you can get a loan, a mortgage, a better credit card, even a business facility in the future. And debit card spending does absolutely nothing to help build your credit history. Only responsible credit card usage, small monthly spending paid off in full shows up positively on your credit report. That's why when people say, I only use debit to be safe, they're actually hurting themselves long term, and I hate to hear that, but I can't change their beliefs. Now, does that mean you should throw away your debit card and only use credit? Of course not. Debit cards still have their place in your wallet. If you're managing day-to-day spending, pulling cash out of the ATM, paying your rent or utility bills where credit card fees would apply, debit cards make more sense. And if you know you're bad at managing money, it's better to use a debit card and limit yourself rather than racking up balances you can't afford to pay back month after month. But if you're serious about maximizing your financial potential in Dubai, you should be using both strategically. So use your credit card for groceries, dining out, online shopping, travel bookings, or recurring subscriptions. Basically anything where you can swipe your card, earn points or cashback, and then immediately pay it off in full, even right after the transaction happens. Now, here's how you use your debit card. Use it for your cash withdrawals from ATM, paying vendors that extra charge for card payments, or managing a tight daily budget. The real winning strategy is using credit cards for spending and treating them like a debit card. You never ever carry a balance. I've said this a million times in my videos and I can't say it enough. You never spend more than you have sitting in your current bank account. You simply swipe for the rewards, the fraud protection, the travel perks, and then pay it off before the due date. That way you get all the upsides: miles, cashback, hotel stays, free travel insurance, and none of the debt traps. Now, real quick, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe for more Dubai-focused finance tips just like this one. And if you want access to my private members only videos where I go even deeper into UAE banking hacks, investing strategies, and real ways to maximize your rewards program, make sure to check out the YouTube members group linked down below. There's a lot of advanced stuff I only post there for my insiders. So let's get back into it. One more thing people get wrong in Dubai when choosing between debit and credit: airport lounge access, travel insurance, and hotel perks. Most debit cards here don't give you free lounge access or free travel insurance coverage. But with the right credit card, like an Emirates Islamic Skywards card, you get airport lounges, free upgrades, baggage insurance, flight cancellation coverage, and so much more, just for using the card to book your travel. That's why frequent travelers should absolutely be leaning more into credit cards rather than relying on debit cards. If you're a frequent traveler, I really hope you're using credit cards. So here are my final thoughts. At the end of the day, it's not about debit is safe, credit is dangerous. It's about understanding the tools you have and using them properly on a day-to-day basis. A debit card keeps you simple and controlled, but leaves you missing out on rewards and credit history building. A credit card, when used smartly, opens doors to better banking products, free travel, higher cashback, and better fraud protection. So here's the real answer. If you trust yourself to manage spending and pay off your balance in full, always prioritize your credit card for major purchases. If you're just starting out or still developing good money habits, keep your debit card handy to avoid temptation, but work toward graduating to responsible credit use. Because in Dubai, where rewards programs are super competitive, interest-free periods are generous, and the perks are real, you're leaving serious value on the table if you're using your debit card. So what's your take on this? Are you a debit-only type, or do you use credit to maximize your benefits and pay off in time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your experiences. And don't forget, as usual, subscribe and check out my members group for even deeper financial strategies tailored for life in Dubai. So I'll see you guys in the next one.